All right, well, hey, it's Tuesday, and we're back again. Or at least you're back again. I've been here this whole time. I don't get very far. It's a little 50 by 100 little rectangle that I'm in most of the time. So yeah, you're back. This week, I figured it's getting cold still. We talk about insulated chimney pipe. So insulated chimney pipe, it's the shiny stuff that you see on the outside of people's homes. It's for something you can do yourself. Basically, the pipe will stack up, and you can see there's some little ridges here. And then this other pipe will kind of sit on it, turn, and then there's a locking band that tightens down with a screw, holds it together. So the nice part of this is it's a double wall pipe, so it's safer, so you can go up through your roof and your ceiling and even through the wall. There's a kit available for that. And this is 100% stainless steel. I know other brands, particularly at the box stores, will be galvanized on the inside and stainless on the outside. This is stainless. And it has some insulation. You can see a little bit poking out. It wouldn't normally be like that on the full lengths of pipe, but because this is an adapter, this is an elbow, so you can get it kind of around your eave if you need to get around your eave a little bit. You're allowed 2 of these at once without voiding your warranty. It actually would go this way. It's upside down. And you can see the little ridges that it would lock onto, and it would literally set, turn slightly, and then you can keep going up your chimney till you get to the top where you put a cap on it like you would any other chimney. Yeah, so it's a really nice setup. So there's different options. There's a through the roof kit, which a pitch ceiling support kit would be one of the through the roof options. I'm thinking, so I'm looking off in the distance. And a flat ceiling support kit. And then a through the wall kit that has a nice thimble that it would go through, the pipe would go through the thimble. So it even gives you another layer of protection when you go through the wall. So you don't have any less of a chance of fire danger. So yeah, great product. We'll probably insert some images in the video here and there, give you an idea what it looks like. This is an example of the through the roof kit. This is a typical installation is what this is. Goes through the roof. There's an attic insulation seal right here to get through in between floors, and then up through your roof. Pretty simple to order. You just order the kit that you need. And then I do stock some of it, but you order the kit that you need and then however much pipe you think you need to go with the kit. Pretty nice do-it-yourself option. They have some videos online available as well to kind of walk you through it better than I could. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that that's an option we carry here. So just one more neat thing that we have that try and make things easier. I know alternative forms of heat are kind of important right now with oil prices going crazy. So people are looking at wood stoves, they're looking at other options. We did a video last week on the pellet stove. You can see when I clean my chimney outside, that's actually a double wall chimney. Yeah, easy for me to say. Double wall chimney that is pretty much the same idea of what I just showed you, but only a 4-inch diameter. Same idea. That was a through the wall kit. It would go through the wall. There's a clean out on the bottom, so you can clean it out easily. And yeah, so that's a through the wall kit versus a, through the roof kit. Through the wall kit's probably a little bit easier to deal with because you don't have to cut a hole in a perfectly good roof. So a little bit easier to deal with. But if you don't have a gable end to put it on, that's the end of the roof where the snow's not going to slide off. Because if you put it on that end, it'll just rip it off your house. So you want a gable end where you wouldn't have snow coming off. Basically the ends of your house without the roof showing. Kind of the gable end is what they call it. Maybe we'll stick a picture of a gable end yeah, we'll do that. We'll stick a picture there too, so to kind of get an idea, because I know it's very specific terminology that some people may not recognize. Yeah, so the great option. Nice to have an alternative source for heat. I know living in Maine, something's always more expensive. In this building, I have a pellet stove, but I also have propane. Sometimes the propane's a little bit less expensive to run. Sometimes the pellet stove is a little bit less expensive to run. Oh, and actually I have a whole furnace too. So I have oil here as well. So one of them is more competitive than the others, and it's kind of nice to have options. I know when I've talked to people in the past, they said, oh, I'm gonna take out my wood stove and put a pellet stove in. Tired of burning wood. Pellets still maintenance, but not as much maintenance as a wood stove. You're not lugging and stacking wood so much. I would say your wood stove doesn't need electricity. And if it gets cold enough, you can burn the furniture if you got to. So that's kind of always been my thoughts on that. It's pretty easy to add a pellet stove. You just got to poke a hole in the wall for an inlet and an outlet. So fresh air coming in, exhaust going out. And that way, the reason you do that with a pellet stove, actually off topic, but I'm going to say it anyway because it popped into my head, is if you're drawing air out of a home and you don't draw any fresh air in, you're going to be pulling air. Well, the big danger is you can actually get fire going up your auger and up into your hopper in your pellet stove. So that's dangerous. Plus, whatever air you're drawing in without a cold air return is essentially cold air that's coming in around doors and windows and stuff like that. So you're kind of losing your efficiency and fighting yourself. So kind of good things to think about on that. Yeah, so beyond that, we're going to show you random items of the week. I got 2 this week. Kind of have 2 this week. I think I have more than 2, but we got, this has been crazy popular with hunting season. This is a true utility swift edge replaceable blade knife. I've had a customer that bought one similar to this last year. The handle was a little bit different style, but same blades. They were able to gut 2 deer, which is a lot of work for a knife. So they definitely were very happy with the quality of it. I believe they actually misplaced theirs and ended up buying one of these this year. And we also carry the replaceable blades that go with it. So there's a 5-pack of blades. This particular knife has that blade, one that also has a serrated edge and a saw, and it comes with a blade case. So you can have everything right with you handy. Really awesome for everyday carry for those of you that do that. And yeah, the other thing that I love, and you've probably seen it on my hat every week, is this little light. I'll light it up to blind you. Bloop. And it has a couple different options. It'll go dimmer. It'll go red and green. I don't know which one's which. And then it turns off. So that comes in this kit, which is the little inspector flashlight, which is really handy as well. I carry both of these every day myself. Apparently I'm afraid of the dark. I don't know, but another handy little item. And then you would probably expect as a hardware store that we would have knives and flashlights. I think that's pretty common. One thing you may not realize that we would have, and it's a really convenient thing to know about, is batteries, the button batteries, one of which is hearing aid batteries, which I didn't even know there was a specific battery for hearing aids, and they're easily dispensed out of this little dispenser they come in. I thought that was kind of neat. Never had a hearing aid. I'll probably need one eventually, but this is something I didn't know about. And then of course your little button batteries that go in your keyless entry. This time of year they go in some people's rifle scopes. So nice thing to know we have. Something I always have a good variety of. And I carry regular batteries too, you know, your AA, your AAAs, things as such like that. So yeah, that's just a quick little neat things that we do and have. I'm glad everyone's taking a couple minutes to take a look at this. Those of you that have. I don't even know if I introduced myself this week. Yeah, I don't think I did. This is Percy from Percy's Hardware. So if you waited long enough, now you know who I am. And just like to thank everyone for taking a second to look at this. If you're liking it, if you're enjoying it, please. I like the feedback. It's kind of, I'm not like trying to be like Mr. Popular or anything like that. I just want to know that people are enjoying it. So, you know, give it a like if you can. And if you have a certain subject that you'd like for me to go over, Here I am looking for words again. If you'd like for me to go over, put a little comment down below. I'd like an idea of topics that will help people. I have some ideas in mind as well, but if people have something that they'd like me to go over, I'd love to try and cover that for them as best I can. So again, I'm no expert, but hopefully this helps people, makes things a little bit easier for them. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to take a look at this. So whether it's morning or afternoon or evening, you enjoy what's left of it, and we'll see you next week, I hope. Thanks.